Alright, so you probably think I'm another one of those gurus who's going to tell you how to make $1 million in a very short period of time, and at the end of the video I'm going to tell you a course on exactly what to do. And that is simply not the case whatsoever. I don't have a course, I don't have anything to tell you at all. I'm just going to break down the mistakes that we made so that you don't have to, how we were able to scale an offer from 0 to 50k, and all the systems and processes behind it, along with the responsibilities that you need to have in terms of running an info products agency and being able to scale other people's offers without even showing your face. So you can see me here in front of a nice villa in Greece, it's all good and well, but most importantly is the results in front of you. These are all from different offers, so I was able to scale one to 50.5k, 26.3k, 41.8k in a month's time, and some different payments here, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 4.1k, and that's just a bit of social proof. So I have run every different business model, every different online business model that you can possibly think of. I've been a chronic course buyer, whether it's trading, e-com, Etsy stores, Amazon FBA, SaaS, SMMA. I've bought every single course and I've tried to run every single one of those business models. Some I've made some money with, some I've made absolutely no money with. But by far, this is the business model that has been able to make me go full time. And I know for a fact, if I find a client which is definitely a perfect fit for me, I can repeat this time and time again using the same systems which we have proven to work with every single different offer that we've run. In terms of running this type of business, this business is an info products agency. So you are partnering with another person, a creator, and running their high ticket coaching. So what that entails is actually getting into an agreement with them, agreeing on a percentage of profit that you keep on your end, and you run their sales operations, so the funnels, VSLs, automations, all that good stuff, and manage and build their sales team for them. So an individual like this is someone who already does have a personal brand, already does have a decent following, has either sold to the audience before or wants to. Every single person will have a very similar pain point. It's either they don't have the time to do it, they don't know how to do it, they don't know how to scale it up, and they need your help. And your solution is exactly that. Helping them with all of that and running everything A to Z for them. They get into an agreement, and then the most important thing is to take action as quick as fucking possible, because it's happened to myself and I've seen it time and time again. People will sign an amazing client who they know they can print with, but they don't get results for them quick enough. They fuck about building like a low ticket for too long, not building things up, not starting up the sales team, whatever it may be. They don't get them results straight away, and that is super detrimental. You do not want that to be the case with you. Imagine signing an amazing client, you know for a fact you can print a 50k month straight away, and they leave you because you take too long. You don't want to be that guy. The way that we do this, just to give a brief overview now, is launching a low ticket or using their low ticket program to funnel people into a high ticket offer. So what that looks like is getting the members inside the low ticket, nurturing them, and then getting them to book a call for the high ticket offer. And the solution is for them to get to their dream outcome faster and easier. So my day to day when we are running offers, the morning really is just reviewing the sales team's calls, picking out what they could do better on, picking out what they did do good on, and then giving them the feedback before they jump on the sales calls for the day. Especially if we're in a scaling stage of the program, I'll be jumping on back-to-back interviews, mock calls with different sales reps, setters, to build an A-player team for the offer moving forward so we can cash collect even more month in, month out. And then in the evenings, jumping on calls with the offer owner and actually liaising with them on what the best ways would be to actually scale up the offer, whether they're going to run ads, what they're doing with the content, where they're placing the call to actions, all that good stuff. So I would be absolutely lying to you if I told you this was a completely beginner-friendly business model, because it just simply isn't. There's so many hats you need to wear and so many things you do need to worry about, from lead nurturing, email marketing, funnel building, lead optimization, and then even as far as with the sales team, which a lot of people overlook, actually hiring talent, hiring A players you know will crush it with previous results, training the team, managing the team, and then giving ongoing support, expectation setting, firing and hiring and all that good stuff while liaising with the offer owner and dealing with everything at the same time. It's a lot going on. You can definitely run this business model if you are a beginner, but be aware there is quite a lot to learn. There will be a lot of mistakes made which you do need to essentially learn from. So in terms of the offer, you are going towards this creator, reaching out to people who would be your ICP, your ideal client profile, and proposing them something similar to this or whatever it is in your own words. So I will build you our exact sales systems that will scale your consulting offer to 30k a month. This means that all you have to do is sit back and watch the payments come in and jump on calls with people who have already paid you. Now, in my instance, I've already done this before, so I can easily know for a fact that I will be able to scale this person. I've worked with people in a similar niche. There's a reason why I'm working with them. I know I can print with them. And if not, you can always replicate what I'm showing in this video to find the ideal client, to know for a fact you can print with them, or replicate what other people are doing in a similar or the same niche to the client that you have just signed, and basically do the same as them, like just magpie and steal ideas. And of course that results in you getting paid very handsomely as a result of that. When you are looking for a client, there's two key ways which we do this and how we have found our clients in the past as well. So one is just using a variety of different social media platforms, searching for the word coach, consultant, basically any keywords that outline that that person is an authority in their space, that either selling high ticket or a low ticket, or they should be at the moment. Or just searching online, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever the fuck it is, for anything revolved around making money. So niches like e-com, trading, agency, SMMA, and finding people who either have a high ticket program or they don't. Or alternatively, you can find people who already do have a low ticket on platforms like School or WAP, and essentially go and discover and just search around, see what they have going on, reach out to them on all of the different social media platforms, and go from there. So I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of what the best creator platforms would be. And the reason why I'm doing this is we were in a situation where we were reaching out to absolutely fucking anybody on Instagram, anyone with more than 10k followers, and basically pitching them. But the biggest mistake is a lot of these people weren't really even qualified for us. We shouldn't have even been reaching out to them in the first place. They would not be a best fit and no one would make money. Everyone would just waste time. So in terms of the best platforms, I'm just going to give my personal opinion. So YouTube, for example, I'll definitely put at the top. The reason being, if you're viewing it from the buyer's perspective, so someone who would be buying the creator's course, YouTube is amazing. People are watching long format videos on whatever business model it is. So they're already engrossed in that business model. They're already feeling a type of way about the creator. They feel that connection with them, which means they're a lot closer to the idea of starting a program and getting the help from this particular creator. They're a lot more like pre-qualified essentially. Even if the creator has not too many followers on YouTube, subscribers on YouTube, you can really utilize YouTube to actually get the best quality leads out there. Then I would put Instagram and Facebook, so Meta, second. So you do get a lot of people more so in the e-com, trading, agency space, all that good stuff. Instagram is great, Facebook is great. You do get good leads from there. A lot of people are running ads on there as well to get decent engagement, good leads. But the situation with them, be wary. A lot of people do have fake followers, or a lot of people might have a large amount of followers and the leads aren't really engaged with them. The content is too broad and it's not really niched down to teach anything specific, which means the leads won't be qualified and they probably won't be interested in buying or even getting into a low ticket program. Then you do have LinkedIn, which is amazing. This is a bit more of a professional space. So whether it's like real estate, investing, definitely reach out to people there, see if they are selling anything right now or they're wanting to start consulting. It is definitely a good place to go. You are limited on how many people you can reach out to as well. But it's a great platform. It's just similar to Instagram and Facebook. There's a lot of people not really selling anything, or the profiles might not be completely optimized, but it's a great place to go. And then we've got TikTok. TikTok shit, man. Just imagine the people that are scrolling on TikTok all day long. You know what type of people I'm talking about. All day long scrolling. Their brains are fried. They don't have an attention span. They might see the next big thing of how to make money, just scroll on it, book a call, and they're the shittest leads. They're not even nurtured whatsoever. So the leads that are coming from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, at least they've been nurtured. At least they know a bit about this person, what they do, and there's a reason why they're following them. TikTok is just people posting things pointlessly, getting the worst quality leads. But when you are reaching out to people, you want to DM them on as many platforms as possible. So that being said, you need to find out as much information about the prospects, whether they've got a low ticket, an email list, whether they sold the program before, what they're struggling with, as much as you can really figure out without even having a conversation with them. And then you collect all of their data, all their social medias, even their email as well, and you reach out to them on every single platform that you can, because it will increase the chances of you having a conversation with this person. Chances are, if you're reaching out to them, 100 other people a day are. That's just the facts of it. So you need to have every chance possible to stand out from everyone else, which is by reaching them on all different platforms, sending a personalized video explaining who you are, your previous results, or what results you can get for this person and what problems you can solve for them. And then most importantly, just following up. Here's an example of someone I reached out to, right? sent a Loom video breaking everything down, gave a brief little overview. I sent you this Loom video. Feel free to check it out. They only responded after I sent the follow up. You have to follow up on all of your prospects. You just have to, otherwise you'll get lost in the request and they will never even hear from you or probably even open the message ever. So at that stage, you reach out to them, you organize a time for a call, and what you're really trying to do in disguise is qualify them. So you're having a conversation with them, really trying to find like the buying needs, what they have in place at the moment, whether you would be a good fit for them and whether they would be a good fit for you, because it really does go both ways. At that point, if they are interested and really start right away, not in 6 months' time, you get them on a Zoom call where effectively you break down exactly everything you would be doing for them and you close them for a setup fee, which I would definitely recommend. We've done it without setup fees and people just go AWOL and they do not listen to what you're saying. They're not really sold on that idea. Always try and get a setup fee. If you're starting off and you're not getting a setup fee, I get it, but you should get a setup fee, because if someone's not got skin in the game, they are not going to work coincidentally with you to actually get money in your pocket or theirs. They are not serious. You close them, as a result, you get paid and you get the agreement. So there's a lot of different niches out there where you can reach out to people, but the main thing that you do need to focus on is make money. And the reason being is it's a lot easier to sell. So what I mean by that is someone is paying an investment of, let's say, $4,000, and they know within the 6 months there's a guarantee that they will make that $4,000 back and some. So it's a lot easier to sell to financial pain, right? Rather than, for example, whether it's marriage or whether it's just relationships or dating coaching, that's more just emotional. Financial, it's a lot easier to sell. People can clearly see in a certain amount of time what that money would do for them, what solutions it would solve, how it would get them to their dream outcome, so on and so forth. So just to give a breakdown of the niches, so you need to focus on something that is make money and something that people are already aware about, or it's got a bit of a buzzword in. So for example, with, let's say, e-com and AI. E-com's always going crazy. There's always people teaching it. People are always wanting to get into it. It's a very hot business model. And then with AI, it's a buzzword. Everyone's wanting to learn how to do AI automation and become the next big thing. And then you have the big three to do with like finance, real estate, Airbnb. These are people that already do have some capital stacked up. That's why they're looking at starting in something like this. It's already quite a wealthy niche. People are wanting to get into it. The leads are qualified and a bit more of a mature audience. You do have things like trading and crypto, which are also decent niches as well. It's make money, people pay a certain amount of money, they get a return. The only thing is, it can be a bit of a scammy industry, to be quite honest with you. A lot of people don't make money, a lot of people have fake results, and a lot of the leads that do come through aren't completely financially qualified. It's a bit too entry level. Then you have clothing brand, I'd put the same sort of tier, people wanting to basically do a different type of e-commerce, and then fitness basically right at the bottom. You can't really sell to people just teaching you how to get a six-pack. People aren't going to pay $4,000 for that. People are going to just download the ebook for $100 and follow that instead. So let's say you've signed a creator, they already have leads within the low ticket, or you've started a low ticket for them and funneled some leads in. They've opted in and given their data. They're paying, let's say, $50. What we're wanting to do is 10x what people would be paying. So people go through, they watch the VSL, the video sales letter, explain what the product is, what the program is. They qualify themselves. If they're a good fit, they jump on a call with a closer and they get closed for, let's say, $5,000. Now, this is exactly what we did. We had a low ticket community we started, got 99 members in there, got over half of them to actually jump on calls, and we had a close rate of about 20%. I'll just get into that in a moment. But the advantages of a low ticket is actually you are doing the market research and getting paid to get qualified leads. A lead that has already paid money to a creator is going to be much more likely to close with like a high ticket program than someone who's completely cold, never paid a cent towards them. They have already been nurtured inside of the low ticket, which is your goal, and then you funnel the people over to jump on a call. It's as simple as that. So I wouldn't recommend just starting a low ticket by itself. With no ambitions of starting high ticket, it's just fucking dumb. People will churn. Don't do that. You can start a high ticket without a low ticket community, given that you have enough volume and that you have already a warm lead list. Maybe people that have been reached out to an email, if you're an email marketing campaign, something along those lines, or a webinar, you're giving out some free value, then definitely you can. But the best way is low ticket to high ticket. You've done it time and time again. Trust me, if you just follow this, you can print 30k a month. It's fucking easy. And then the reason why you do launch a low ticket and then a high ticket is you get the leads in. Their interest is already peaked. They paid some money, right? They're watching all the content, jumping on all the calls, staying active in the community. Before their interest peaks and they start to churn, because they will churn, you introduce the new shiny object to them. which is to get to their dream outcome faster and easier with your personal help, which is one-on-one coaching or a consulting program, something along those lines. People will jump at that straight away. They've already paid a certain amount of money to invest into themselves, to actually learn a little bit more about a business model, or they've already started it. So they're going to be a lot more likely to take the solution from someone who's already got to their dream outcome and working with them one-on-one. Yeah, let's say we have 100 leads inside of the low ticket and we get half to jump on a call. We run with a 20% close rate from the closer. That's 10 people at $5,000. That's 50K, right? That's 50K cash collected from 10 closes from a 100 member community, and 20% close rate really isn't that great. So what you need to do really to get as much leverage as possible is launch a cohort. So a cohort meaning a limited amount of slots. What this allows you to do is dial in your ICP and actually give the creator a bit of time to build out a program, because at this stage all they're doing is jumping on one-on-one calls with people and basically helping them along the way. There's nothing really planned out. There's no course content because you're trying to move with speed. So you launch a cohort, you get a decent amount of cash collected straight away, which allows you to put that 50K aside to put into ads, other marketing. Actually allows a bit of time for the person that you're working with to get results for their consulting members also. So the reason why you should launch a cohort is because you can have the exact same system time and time again for every single offer. It's very straightforward. You get their data, the lead visits funnel, doesn't visit funnel, they get qualified, the setter hits them up, the automations are following up with them. Everyone knows what to do in this situation, and you can copy this exact system. I broke it down in another video in a bit more detail. You can copy this exact system for every single remote offer that you're running, right? And it doesn't need to change. It's very straightforward, very lean, very short sales cycle. And no matter how many sales reps you have or how many setters, you can just add more members of the team to it and the system effectively stays the same. So the reason you should launch a cohort, effectively, you have the chance to hire a sales team. You don't want to start something for an evergreen offer. You don't know if leads are going to keep coming. You don't know if you're launching ads. You don't know what the situation is. You're launching a cohort. It's a bit of a self-testimonial, right? You're knowing whether people would convert, whether it would be something long-term, whether there's any leaks in the funnel, whether the leads are actually really dialed in or qualified, whatever the situation is. But with the sales team, you need to make sure that every single member knows their daily responsibilities, which is what this is for. It's a lot easier to train people and manage them, remote only. Of course, with closers, you pay them 10%, setters 5%. You only really need one or two closers, one or two setters, 45-minute meetings. Only full-time people. Don't hire any people part-time. It won't be worth it. And in similar time zone and previous experience selling in whatever niche it is. Let's say it's real estate wholesaling. You want people to sell in a similar sort of niche. You don't need to train them up too much on all of the intricacies. They've already got the gist of it and they just need a bit of a nudge in the right direction. The way it really does look like is you get people into a low ticket, into the high ticket. This means now you have leverage over the creator, which means there's some cash aside to put towards the ad spend, which then you can leverage the testimonials from the cohort, put them in the ads, and get a new audience inside of the low ticket to get them into the high ticket. And it's an endless flywheel at that point. You establishing the cohort and establishing that you can convert people from low ticket to high ticket is the foundations for starting an evergreen offer. You know for a fact if you're able to do this now, with the right ad spend, with the right actual campaign, products and marketing, you can do it time and time again. And on top of that, you really do understand the lead quality and ICP, which you can't do. You can't have a situation where you just have a low ticket and say, okay, we're going to run this offer for the next 9 months. Because you don't understand the lead quality. You don't know what the issues are. You don't know what the leaks in the funnel are. You need to run a cohort to understand all of these things so that the second time round, you can dial it in and keep doing that month in, month out to make sure that it's a completely bulletproof system. So you identify the ICP from people going from the low ticket to the high ticket. It's effectively market research. You're nurturing the leads, doing more product development, and it's a proof of concept. Once you get the leverage, you build up trust and momentum with the creator. They will want to do that more and more and more. If you've made someone 40K, they will want to make that next month and the month after and the month after. So you build up that trust. They are going to be more than willing to put ad spend aside to actually promote the product. Whereas if you're just starting with someone who've got a low ticket and you're saying, oh, I'm going to start your high ticket, chances are they going to put $5,000 aside to launch the high ticket? Probably not. It's a big ask for anyone. And it's just proof that the system works and can work again. And the testimonials are a bit of a bonus. They're more social proof and for more brand awareness, whether it's running ads, whether it's just on the YouTube videos, the social media, whatever it may be. You can get a lot more leads in that way as well. So everything that I've gone through now is effectively what we did to actually launch a low ticket community to a high ticket offer, and how you can literally do the same starting from zero, starting from no experience whatsoever, never reaching out to anyone. All it really is a numbers game. You can repeat this time and time again and completely rinse it. Pitch your offer to as many people that would be the best fit for you. Reach out to them on the best different platforms, and okay, you've done this one time already, you can leverage the exact results that you do get already from the first time around to get even better clients and scale them up also. Now, if you do potentially want a bit more information about really what we do and a bit more resources and how to structure everything, we do have a free Discord somewhere. I'll leave it somewhere in the description below. You can feel free to check it out. If not, I genuinely don't care. It's up to you. But we break down everything a little bit more. And if you do have any questions about anything, I can go into everything in a little bit more detail there also. But yeah, peace.